Before we start, I want to do a small introduction since this is my first upload. You can refer to me as Analyst, which I came up with after butchering my own channel's name. I'm still in high school and I'm probably not qualified to talk about most of the things I'll speak about on this channel, which is why I prioritize research in my videos. In this video, I used mainly Wikipedia as a source, but that's just because it's appropriate. If this video were about anything else, there'd be more credible sources. For each section of the video, I'll have an indicator that shows which source I'm getting my information from. It's a number that's attributed to a source linked in the description. Similarly, every time I paraphrase something, you'll see this yellow circle with the source number inside it. And every time I quote something directly, you'll see this red circle with the source number in it. I'm a video editor myself, so my channel will feature lots of flashy and hopefully engaging editing. Thanks for taking your time to click on my small channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll greatly appreciate feedback in the comments. Wikipedia is a platform you're probably familiar with. Whether you scour it for entertainment or skim through it for information, you've probably been on the site at least once in the past 3 months. You might even have some core memories with it. For example, one day you were probably gearing up to write an essay when suddenly your teacher explicitly told you not to use Wikipedia as a source. Point is, Wikipedia as a platform receives a lot of love and a lot of hate. But how many people actually sit down and ask, how does Wikipedia work? 8,332. You can always say it's an encyclopedia. People make articles and people edit them, but that's not enough for me. So I decided to do a deeper dive on it. Welcome to Analysis. You can call me Analyst or Ann, and this is how Wikipedia works, kinda. In order to obtain a deep understanding of how Wikipedia works, we have to define some basics. 1. Wikipedia is an encyclopedia. You might be thinking, hey Analyst, that's pretty obvious, man. I'm clicking off the video now, man. But regardless of how much you already know about it, this video aims to present the whole picture, or at least like half of it. So here it is, right here, pal. Wikipedia is an encyclopedia. What exactly is an encyclopedia? Well, according to the Oxford Dictionary, an encyclopedia is a book or a set of books giving information on many subjects or on many aspects of one subject and typically arranged alphabetically. Now, that sounds pretty standard, but the thing about Wikipedia is anyone can edit it. And that's true, anyone can edit it. Anyone. Look, I'm not qualified at all to edit the Wikipedia page about physics, but I can still do it. This isn't really the end of the story though, since Wikipedia has frequent editors and bots that exist to stop exactly what I just showed you, which is called vandalism. See, look at that. Already a Wikipedia jargon pro. Now that we have those basics down, we can go deeper. Article birth. At the very surface of this glorified iceberg, we have the birth of an article. Articles contain the information that makes up the encyclopedia that is Wikipedia. Although Wikipedia is generally known for being unreliable, they actually require that you perform extensive research from a high-quality source. On top of that, if you're a professional or an expert on the topic you're writing on, not only are you not allowed to use your own knowledge, but you're discouraged from writing on that topic. And if you do, they want you to be all like, hey, Mr. Pedia, I like this topic, and I have to tell you that. And you have to be explicit about your relation to the topic. Also, articles have to be written in what's called a neutral point of view. I'm not sure if you can deduct what that means just from the name, but it's a point of view that's neutral. Article death. Just like articles are born, articles die. Article deletion on Wikipedia happens when an article breaks the rules. Article deletion could happen through speedy deletion, where Wikipedia keeps a list of pages that break the rules and admins can delete them. Proposed deletion, in which an article may not make the cut for speedy deletion, but still be highly debatable on deletion, so, they have a chat about it. Articles for deletion, for articles that didn't make the speedy deletion club, and don't go through proposed deletion or had an unsuccessful proposed deletion. Basically, they discuss it a little more than a proposed deletion. These articles tend to be more of a controversial deletion than articles that kick the bucket through proposed deletions. Lastly, there's out-of-process deletions, in which Wikipedia steps in themselves with the big guns and remove an article for something like legal reasons. Also, a vandal can kinda kill a page by just doing this and clicking submit, but that's reversible, and usually doesn't last more than a minute. Also, articles can be undeleted. Moving on. We've talked about article birth, the beginning of an article's life, and article death, the end of an article's life. Both terms I made up, by the way. But what happens between those? Article life. Another term I made up. When I say article, you say life. And when I say article life, I'm referring to the growth, decay, and overall changes of an article. Editing. It's when people edit the article. I was trying to make it sound cool. For editing articles, you can do it in either wiki text markup or straight up just visually with their visual editor. When an editor goes to edit an article, they can either make minor edits, major edits, or both, in which case the whole editing session would be considered major. Minor edits are stuff like grammar corrections and formatting. Here's an example of what that looks like outside of Wikipedia. And major edits are exactly what they sound like, big edits. Every edit, whether minor or major, is shown on your edit history, which is how they put the bad guys in the slammer. So far, we've covered what Wikipedia is and how its information is created, edited, and destroyed. But we can go even deeper. How is the information handled? Most of Wikipedia's information is stored in an SQL database. This is really cool because SQL can be searched using queries. It means we can do cool stuff like look up special pages by categories. Here's 30 seconds of me goofing around with that to show you just how underappreciated it is. You can also download all of Wikipedia in English at dumps.wikimedia.org, which I think is pretty cool and it fits in this category, so why not? Something that's a little unrelated, but I think could still fit in this section is the sheer amount of connection that Wikipedia articles have to one another. It's believed that most Wikipedia pages are connected to each other by at most 6 degrees of connection. But we also have outsiders to that rule, as we can see by going back to the special pages. This allows for games to be played on Wikipedia. Maybe people like to see how fast or in how few degrees of connection they can link 2 articles as fast as possible.
How are you supposed to do that? All right, I'm gonna try and go to measurements. Let's test this. Tsunamis, yeah, that's gonna get me. It's gonna get me there.
Oh, never mind, I got it.
Sure.
I got it. Others notice that a lot of Wikipedia pages eventually lead to the article of philosophy if you just keep clicking on the first hyperlink. And others like to see if they can get to controversial figures from certain pages. Wikipedia is massive, and it can be complex, but also simple. This video is probably a little quick since it's my first video, but I hope it was in some way educational to you on how Wikipedia works. If you'd like to explore further, I've linked all of my sources in the description. This has been Analysis, and this week we analyze how Wikipedia works. Kinda.
You do the dishes, I'll carry the load to make up lost time. The trash to the brim and I'm scared of it, but you always know